Welcome guys, welcome to Scorer. We will start our first topic of data structure, which is bubble sort. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. Firstly, we will start from the theory of bubble sort. Bubble sort. Bubble sort is the simplest sorting algorithm that works by repeating swapping the adjacent elements if they are in the wrong order. This algorithm is not suitable for the large data sets as the average and worst case time complexity is quite high. Time complexity has been divided into three types: best time complexity, average time complexity, and worst time complexity. Best time complexity of bubble sort is omega n. Average time complexity of bubble sort is theta n square, and the worst time complexity of the bubble sort is omega n square. Space time complexity of bubble sort is omega 1. Now, now we will understand it with the help of an example. I have taken a list of 6 numbers in random, which is an unsorted list. We will sort this list using bubble sort. We will compare the elements with the next element. If the next element is greater than the previous element, then no need to change anything. But if the previous element is greater than the next element, then swapping will take place. Okay, now we will solve this question. Pass 1. We will solve it using passes. Pass 1. Step 1. Compare 23 with 16. 16 is less than 23. 16 is less than 23. Which means 23 is the previous element and 16 is the next element. Which means swapping will take place. Okay. Step 2. Compare 23 with 15. Again 23 is the previous element and 15 is the next element. Then again swapping will take place. But in the third step, 23 we will compare 23 with 89. 23 is the previous element and 89 is the next element, which means 23 is less than 89. That means no need to change anything. Okay, now we will take step 4. Compare 89 with 58. Okay, and now in this case swapping will take place because 58 is the next element and 89 is the previous element, and 89 is greater than 58. In the next step, 89 and 51 will be compared. 51 is less than 89, and again 89 is the previous element and 51 is the next element. That means swapping will take place. Okay, the pass 1 is being completed, which means that the last element of the list is being sorted. What it means? That means the last element, like here 89 has been sorted, means 89 has got the correct place in the sorted list. Okay, now we will go to pass 2. Step 1. Compare 16 with 15. 16 is the previous element and 15 is the next element, and 16 is greater than 15. That means swapping will take place. Okay, and I have representing 89 because 89 with a different color because 89 is sorted. So we will not compare any number with 89. We will only compare till 51. Compare 16 with 23. Now 16 is the previous element and 23 is the next element. That means no change. Here we will compare 23 with 58. Again 23 is the previous element and 58 is the next element. That means no change. The list will be represented as it is. But in the fourth step, we will compare 58 with 51. Here 58 is the previous element and 51 is the next element. That means 58 will be swapped with 51 which means swapping will be performed in this step. Okay, in this step we got the sorted list. We got a sorted list. It is good, but in most of the cases you got the sorted list in you can get the sorted list in pass 3, pass 4, pass 5, depending upon the number of element in the list. If if the number if the elements in the list are, for for example, we take n elements are there in the list. Okay, then maximum number of passes can be performed, which is n minus 1. In this case, if I have taken a list of 6 elements and that list is not been sorted in the first pass, second pass, third pass, fourth pass, and but in the fifth pass it will be sorted. We will not compare it to, we will not go to 6 pass when the list is been, when the list has only 6 elements. We will not go to the 6 pass, because till the fifth pass all the elements are has been sorted. Now we will go to source code. Okay, now we will understand what is source code and how the bubble sort can be implemented using C language. Okay, now uh, as you I am assuming that you know the basics of C language. If you don't know the basics of C language, you wait for some time. I will post the basics of C language soon, within this month. Okay, now the source code has been given here. We will learn this bubble sort code later in this video. I have given this only just for providing notes. You can get the notes from the description. Okay, and I have written this code and I have given this output. We will perform it using the C++ compiler. Okay, just wait. Okay guys, now we are implementing bubble sort using C language. Okay, now we are implementing bubble sort in Thieves C++ compiler. If you don't know how to install Thieves C++, you can go to my channel and click the first video of the channel, which is about the installation of C and C++ compiler. Okay, now we are coming back to our topic, bubble sort. Okay, now I have formed a basic format. I have typed the basic format of a code, like I have typed the header file of C, which is stdio.h, and I have made the main function. Int is a data type and main is name of the main function. Okay, now we are starting the code of bubble sort. Okay, let's get started. First of all, we will declare an array of size. Let's take, okay, okay, there are two. I'm taking the size of an array 5. I have to pass the value how many times the for loop will run. So I will give it 5, because there are 5 elements in the array. Now I will use for loop for sorting. Anyone of you knows why I am using n, I is equals to 0 to I is equals to less than n equals why I am using I is equals to 0 to I is equals to less than n minus 1. If you know the exact answer, kindly comment in the comment section. Okay, now I'm telling it. I want to give the reason why I'm using it. So let's take, okay. If let's take the same numbers. Right, 4, 5, 56, 78, and 5. Okay. In double sort, I have explained in this video as well that the bubble sort, we will compare the previous value and the next value, right? In this term, in we will compare 23 to 4, then this and this. When we will at the last, when we will at the last element, then previous term is this. We don't have the next term. That is why we use n minus 1. Okay, we will use another for loop because the first for loop, which 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 is used for the passes. It decides the number of passes that in this video at the starting I have told you that if the number of elements are n, then we will have to use n minus 1 passes. That is only I am using in this code. Okay, now j is equal to 0, then j is less than n minus I minus 1. Why I have done it? N minus y minus 1. Because n is the number of elements in the array. I when I have told you in this and in the starting at the starting that in every pass, when the first pass is completed, the last value is being the last and the largest value of the list is been sorted, right? So in every, like, when the value of I is will be 1, then the first pass will has been completed. That means the last value has been sorted. So we have to use only n minus 1 values. We have to compare only n minus 1 values, but at the same time, the last value of the n minus 1 values will not be considered because it does not have the next term. So we will take n minus 2. So n minus I is 1. When I is 1, first pass has been completed, and I have n minus I minus 1. So it is eventually n minus 2. Okay. Now I'm using if condition. If you remember that the previous value is greater than the next value, then only swapping takes place. Okay, if the previous value is smaller than the next value, then no change condition. We do not have to change anything, right? So we have to put an if else condition. We have to put if and put that the condition that if the previous value is greater than the next value, then only the swapping should take place. Okay. Now I am considering j plus 1 as the next value and j as the previous. Aj plus 1 is the next value and aj is the previous value. If aj is greater than j plus 1, then only swapping will take place. Okay. Now I have to declare a variable to swap it. I'm assuming that you know the swapping method. Okay, but in this video, I will also explain you how to do swapping. Okay, what I've done in this, what I've done is let's see that let us assume that we are comparing 23 and 4. Okay, then 23 will be AJ and 4 will be A plus J, right? So like here, okay, then AJ and AJ plus 1 and the temp variable. Okay, first of all, AJ is 23, AJ is 23, AJ plus 1 is 4, and temp is also 4 because we have assigned temp is equal to AJ plus 1. So we have given the value of AJ plus 1 to temp. Okay, then we assigned AJ to AJ plus 1. That means, sorry, That means, we have assigned aj to aj plus 1, and now we have to do like that. We are assigning temp value to aj. That means, sorry again, that means that 4 4 is assigned. Yeah. Yes. Then now look at this. At the first step, AJ is 23 and AJ plus 1 is 4. And in the last step, AJ is 4 and AJ plus 1 is 23. The value has been swapped. Okay, this is the basic principle of swapping using three variables. Okay, first variable is temp, second is AJ plus 1, and third is AJ. Okay, now we have done the swap. Now we have done the process of sorting. Now we have to print the elements, right? Now we will print the elements using a for loop again. So in this sorting algorithm, we use three for loops, two for sorting and one for the getting the sorted list. Okay, now here we will use I is equal to 0 to I is equals to n, because we have to print all the value from 0 to n. We are taking an array. If we take an array, we array if you know that the array starts from 0 to n minus 1 if the size of an array is n. Okay, we are using C language, so we will use printf. Percentage d. Percentage d is used to print integers. Now we will put the array. Oh, I have done a big mistake. Everything, everywhere, no. But here I have to use. Now I think the code is correct. Nothing will create an error in this code. You will get. Oh no! Just a second. I have to give it a space. But you could use percentage or slash n to break the line. And I have created the sorted array. You can see it like this. Thank you for watching my video. Do subscribe my channel. Thank you. And this is my first video, so please ignore all the mistakes I have done in my vocabulary, because my vocabulary is not so good. But I'm improving gradually, so I will be better in the next time.